Good morning. It's Sarah. How is everybody this morning? So here we are again, and we are just beginning the lessons in the workbook for A Course in Miracles. Yesterday was lesson 1, and it is just a small taste of really beginning to think about things in a different way. And eventually, this will shift our perception from seeing with the body's eyes to seeing through God's eyes in a spiritual way. So it's exciting. I love doing this. It's incredible, and I'm here because anything that I can give to the world and change the world in any small way by removing the obstacles for love, then it's all worth it. So really, by just doing this and putting out energy from my heart to all of my brothers and sisters, and as a brother and a sister, you are part of me, and I am part of you. We're one and the same. There's no separation between all of you and me. So whatever I am doing, regardless if anyone's watching me on here or not, that would just be my ego wanting to be watched and approved of and liked with all, and in fact, I have been going on here, my ego self, and seeing how many likes I'm getting or anything, or is anybody watching me. Now that's totally ego, because the point of me being on here is just to follow guidance and not question, and just listen to the voice and follow. It's about faith, really. It's about faith. So we're going to go to lesson 2 this morning, and before I read lesson 2, I'm just going to read the preface again, a little bit about projection and how we see the world, and then we'll get into lesson 2. And just remember, when we do these first few lessons, just read them and have a little bit of willingness to think about them. Don't overwhelm your mind, because your mind can get very afraid. You can get afraid when you do these lessons too fast or with too much force. That's what I found. So we just want to be gentle with ourselves and do this with a sense of love and an excitement for an opening, the opening that will, and the shift that will happen as we go step by step, little by little, one day at a time, one lesson at a time. And just that little bit of openness and willingness to see things in a different way. So the world we see merely reflects our own internal frame of reference. The dominant ideas, wishes, and emotions in our minds. Projection makes perception. Projection makes perception. We look inside first, decide the kind of world we want to see, and then project that world outside, making it the truth as we see it. We make it true by our interpretations of what it is we are seeing. If we are using perception to justify our own mistakes, i.e. our anger, our impulses to attack, our lack of love in whatever form it may take, we will see a world of evil, destruction, malice, envy, and despair. All this we must learn to forgive, not because we are being good and charitable, but because what we are seeing is not true. We have distorted the world by our own twisted defenses and are therefore seeing what is not there. As we learn to recognize our perceptual errors, we also learn to look past them or forgive. At the same time we are forgiving ourselves, looking past our distorted self-concepts to the self that God created in us and as us. So I just thought that would help to read that again before I get into the lesson. So, lesson number 2. I'm very excited about this. Lesson number 2. I have given everything I see in this room, on this street, from this window, in this place, all the meaning it has for me. I have given all the meaning that these things have for me. The exercises with this idea are the same as those for the first one. Begin with the things that are near you and apply the idea to whatever your glance rests on. Then increase the range outward. Turn your head so that you include whatever is on either side. If possible, turn around and apply the idea to what was behind you. Remain as indiscriminate as possible in selecting subjects for its application. Do not concentrate on anything in particular, and do not attempt to include everything you see in a given area, or you will introduce strain. Merely glance around quickly, trying to avoid selection by size or brightness, color, material, or relative importance to you. Take the subjects simply as you see them. Try to apply the exercise with equal ease to a body or a button or a fly or a floor or an arm or an apple. The sole criterion for applying the idea to anything is merely that your eyes have lighted on it. Make no attempt to include anything particular, but be sure that nothing is specifically excluded. And again, I have given everything I see in this room, on this street, from this window, in this place, all the meaning it has for me. Everything I see, I have given the meaning to. Because what we've always done and what we're going to learn to do is different. We've always given the meaning from the inside out. We've projected the meaning of everything onto everything. And that has blocked our vision of what is real. And as we go through these lessons, we will shift the way that we perceive, and it will open up our heart and our lives to really a heaven on earth. Instead of seeing from an old repetitive tape from the past, we will see things bright and shiny and new in the present. And we won't have anything attached to what we see. It opens up a whole new world. So practice that today. Put it on a card, if you will, and just all day play with it. And just look around, look at the trees, look at a car, look at a dog, look at a rock, look at a leaf, and just say, I have given all these things the meaning that they have for me. And there is another way to see these things. It's fun. So go out there today and just do that. It's an easy lesson, and all it requires is simply your willingness to open up to the idea. That's all it takes. So that's lesson number 2, and stay tuned for lesson number 3 tomorrow. And again, I just want to get quiet for a minute. Let's get quiet. And I want to thank you for your holiness. I want to thank you for your love and your beauty. And I want you to remember that you are love, you are light, you are truth, and that is the truth. Anything that comes to your mind that is less than that is a lie and an illusion, because you were born as a beautiful extension of God's light and love, and that's what you are. So peace be with you today, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Have fun with this, because life is all about fun. That's what we're going to learn, that we are here to enjoy life. We are not here to suffer and then to die. We're here to live this life the best that we can, and in love and joy and peace. And there is a way to do that. Take care.